Wagwan bread bins. In less than 2 weeks' time, I'll be taking my Trek Boone 8,000 miles across the other side of the world. And at the minute, it's not looking like a bike that's even possible to ride. Today, we're going to get all that done. Let's get into it. My name's Ben Chapman. I got into cycling when I was 8. My most favourite thing in the world is jumping on a train and just get off and then go ride in that area. It's just the freedom of having a bike and to go anywhere you want. So yes, good afternoon and welcome back. Today I'm at Team Cycles and I'm all on my own, which is a little bit scary because I've got lots of mechanical work to do. And if you know me, I'm not very good at that at all. A few weeks ago, I got back from France, an absolutely fantastic adventure that I went on with Kimu, doing some presenting, some walking, some hiking, and some cycling. And the bike has been in this state since I got back. So this isn't always how I package my bikes up, but unfortunately I was in a little bit of a rush and this was bubble wrapped. It didn't go in the box like this, but it's been like this for the last 2 or 3 weeks and I haven't even had time to ride it. I've even still got the cardboard in my brake pads so they don't pressurise in the hold. This obviously doesn't go there, that goes on there. This is coming off today, the bar tape is coming off today. We need a saddle and we need to make it look a little bit more like a bike. So that's what I'm going to do now. So let's make this bike rideable and I'll tell you a little bit more about the adventure that I've got in just under 2 weeks. A quick top tip, if you are ever taking your bike abroad, always try and get some cardboard or some brake stoppers to go in between your pads because the pressure in the air when the bike is on the plane sometimes pushes your calipers together and that's just a hydraulic oil thing, I presume. But I did learn the hard way and had to land into Alicante, go to the Trek store and have all the fluid taken out and put back in so my brake pads came back out because it was unrideable. Putting you on the spot, you know those things that you put in your brake calipers? Pad spacer. There you go, that's what they're called, pad spacers, not brake. What did I just call them? I don't know what I called them, but there you go. They're what? No, but I use cardboard, it still works. So here's the 650B Creative Carbon G40s on 47mm Hutchinson Touaregs. And today we're going to be taking off all of the parts on these wheels and we're going to be putting them on the new ones. The Creative Carbon G40s, but these are 700C. And I'm going to be setting these up for my up and coming trip. I've never done this before on my own. Usually there's an array of mechanics to help me. And yeah, I don't know how this is going to go, but we will see. So the cassette is on and the discs are on. Things that I've learned over the years, just working with some of the guys that are usually here, is that never ever touch the discs with your fingers. I did then, I shouldn't have, but yeah, greasy fingers on the discs, not the one apparently. I'd say I've just pushed the discs afterwards, but I don't do it anymore. So yeah, another top tip. So obviously the Trek Boone is an XC bike. The clearance isn't massive, so we're going to have to play around with some tyres. I have bought some 40s with me, but we might have to go downstairs and see if we can get some more. I'm not a massive fan of tan wool. I've bought tan wool with me, so we might go downstairs and see if we can get some black wool. Creative Carbon are based in Australia and it takes around about 4 weeks to get a set of wheels here in the UK, and a lot of people ask what the weight of them is. So let's get them weighed. sure if I want to put on old tyres on new rims, and I'm not a massive fan of the town wall anymore. I think it's run its course. You let me know down in the comments below. Let's see what we've got in the shop. So out with the old and in with the new rims, new tyres. It has to be done. I'm going to go with these Pirellis. Heard really good things about them. Yeah, should be fast running. I'm not too sure what sort of gravel I've got coming up. I'll tell you a little bit more about the trip in a second, but these are going on. So that's the wheel set up. Hopefully there's enough clearance. I'll wait to make sure that they're actually seated and sealed properly, and then we'll pop them in because I've got a few more things to do on this bike. So I'm taking this water bottle holder off. It's a carbon one and it's not actually mine. Well, it was gifted to me by somebody you might know called the Vegan Cyclist in America. We rode with him last year, I think it was last year, and stupidly in all that heat I only took one water bottle and one water bottle cage. So he kindly gave me this water bottle holder, but I don't think it fits the bike too well. The Trek logo is white and I want it to blend in a little bit more. So I'm adding this Bontrager Elite one. One of the lads just came up and said, did you purposely set the tyres up, lining up the logos? Yes, I did. Now, it's not something that I've done in the past, but I always get called out for it. So just for you lot, I've set the tyres up with the logos together. Do you do that? I tell you, if I wasn't filming, it wouldn't bother me at all. At no point has anyone ever said, oh, you line them up when I've been riding. So we're getting there. The next thing that has to come off is the bar tape, and I'll tell you why. So I put this bar tape on thinking it would be matchy with the bike, but it got dirty within about 2 days. This was really grey. You can see under there just slightly what colour it was, and yeah, it's not for me. So the bar tape is coming off because where we're off to is a very dirty, dusty place. So this stuff here has got like a cork fleck in it, and it's really cheap, to be quite honest. It's only £9.99 and it's absolutely fantastic. It feels great, it lasts a long time, it doesn't look dirty when it is dirty, and it was a lot cheaper than what this stuff was. This is probably a better padding, but grey on grey doesn't work. We all make mistakes and it's coming off. Wrapping bar tape is one of the hardest things that I struggle with, and there was a few mistakes on this one there. Like, I know some people will be like, oh, why'd you leave it like that? But I was in a rush. I'm going to try again, and this is probably the 3rd time I've done this on my own. If I really struggle, then one of the lads downstairs will come up and help me, but I'm going to try and do it on my own. Let's see how that goes. As much as I love riding bikes, I'm very new to playing with them, fixing them and doing stuff myself. So if there's anything that you saw in today's video that you think that I've done wrong, then feel free to drop it in the comments. I think one of them will be I've never used a tool wrench. That's always one. I suppose it's time to tell you a little bit more about what I'm going to be up to in just over 2 weeks' time. A very special trip has landed in my lap, and I'm going to be flying 6,500 miles across to the other side of the world to Sri Lanka on what I've been told is going to be an epic gravel adventure. I'm really looking forward to this, and yeah, it's another opportunity to ride bikes and explore places that I never really would have had the opportunity to do so
without my bike, without Team Cycles, and without working as goddamn hard as I am at the moment. It's not easy having a full-time job, vlogging, being a good dad, and sticking to a strict training regime, but I know I'm very, very lucky to be in the position I'm in now. So yes, I'm off to Sri Lanka, and here's a little bit more information for those of you that don't know anything about Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is an island in the Indian Ocean, and it lies just 30 kilometres southeast of India and has a total population of 22 million people. A few months ago, Reid took his bike and his camera to Sri Lanka and documented an absolutely fantastic video on what it's like to ride gravel there. The footage you're about to see is from his trip, and if you'd like to see the full video, head to the description below. Wow, really looking forward to this, and it's going to be pretty good to take you guys along with me and giving you guys a little bit more information on what Sri Lanka's like as a gravel destination. Next weekend I'll be out on this bike, testing it out, seeing what it's like, and making any tweaks that I feel that I need to make. Foxy this weekend is doing an Audax, so best of luck to you. 1,000 miles, I believe. Not something I would want to do. So yes, good luck to you, buddy, and hopefully you'll be able to join me on a bike ride on next weekend's adventure. As always, I'm going to leave this video here. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see everyone on the next one.